Hello, welcome to my van tour. Today I'm going to show you around in my house. So when I bought this van, it was just an empty builder's van and there was nothing in here. And I designed and built everything myself. That means that the van is kind of unconventional looking as a camper van, but because I built it myself, it just suits all of my needs. So for me, it's perfect. So this is my couch. And at the same time, it's also my bed. I can pull it out, put this mattress over here, and then it's just a very spacious bed. Underneath my bed, I've got several things stored. So this is my fridge. It's a pull-out drawer. It's 20 liters, so it's not really big, but it's enough space for me. Then I have my toilet that I don't really use anymore because there are just toilets everywhere, and if not, there are bushes everywhere. And here I've got my skateboard and my bike, and also my tripod for my camera. So these are all stored under here. So this is my cupboard. This is where I keep most of my stuff. My books. I organized it by putting everything in boxes. And I also have my shoes in here and two messy drawers. Everybody has one or two messy drawers in their houses, so do I. So I choose to bring a lot of plants into my house to make it feel more alive in a way. And they do really keep well, except for the ones that I have on my door. They completely died, so I need to think of something for them. So this painting I bought from an Italian artist, and it's really one of my favorite things in the van. I think it really suits the space here. And I also really like the story behind it. So it's a girl, she's looking to where she wants to go, but she's not quite there yet. Her wings are still really small. She cannot fly yet. And when I saw that painting, I was still building my van, and I was really identifying with that story. So the electrics in my van is also something I did myself. It was actually something I postponed a lot because I had no idea how to do it. And I just watched a lot of YouTube videos, and they helped me out a lot. This is my dimmer for my lights. I chose to have a dimmer because I really thought it would add to the atmosphere in my van. I put a lot of effort in making my van look really homely. So I really I chose one color. This green color, and also white because I think it looks really fresh. And I tried to incorporate everything within that color scheme. So as you can see, my kitchen is the same kind of green. Some of the fabrics that I have, it really makes me feel like I'm at home. So this is my kitchen. As you can see, I really wanted to make it kind of spacious with lots of room for me to work at. This is my stove. It's a 2-burner gas stove, and I have my sink and my tap right here. So this is specially made for camper vans, but the rest of the kitchen actually isn't. My countertop, I had it ordered with a company because I wanted it to be really thin, and I also put a lot of effort into finding one that really suits my floor, so it's the same kind of wood print. And then actually the kitchen cabinets are just IKEA. I added the handles myself, and it just basically has everything a normal kitchen has. I've got my food and cutlery and stuff in here, and then my pots and pans in the bottom one, and here are my water tanks and my gas. This is my garbage bin. And then underneath my kitchen, I have all the electrics and my heater. This is my wardrobe. This is where I keep all of my clothes. But yeah, it's also something I designed and made myself. It's really easy, but very efficient. So this is where my heater is located. And this is actually one of the only things I didn't install myself because my heater runs on my diesel in my fuel tank. And that meant that I had to drill a hole in my fuel tank, and I didn't really feel comfortable enough to do that myself. But I am really happy that I have a heater, and also it's really economic. It only takes very little fuel, And if I run it for 2 minutes, it's a sauna in here, so I don't really have to use it that long and that often. And also because I insulated my van, it's mostly just warm enough by itself. But if I do want to go to Norway in winter, I'm really glad that I have a heater. So this is my cabin. And right now it's kind of a messy place because whenever I want to keep my van itself tidy, I just chuck everything like laundry and stuff in front so that it's out of the way and out of sight. So yeah, in my design of my van, I really wanted to keep the couch, the 2-seated couch, because whenever I have friends over, I really want to make sure that they have a place when I'm driving. And oh, and I have cruise control, which is really convenient. And I have a plant as well. This one, it's a really cool plant because it never dies. It's a cactus, so it can stand the heat. So my van is a Ford Transit 2012, and I chose this model because it's extra high, so I can stand up in it, which for me was really important. And it has loads of doors, so whenever I'm inside and the weather's really nice, or when I wake up in the morning, I can just open my doors and it really feels like I'm outside instead of inside. So that's something I really like, and it brings in the light a lot. I did add a roof light. I did that one, yeah, I did myself. It actually wasn't as hard as you might think. It's just a little hard to get over the fact that you're drilling a big hole into your kind of new camper van. So, but I'm really glad I did it. And you can sometimes even see the stars when you're in bed. That's really nice. And this is where I control my heater. It's just really simple. It's just a switch. I can turn it on like that. I'm just going to quickly turn it off again because it's really hot in here. We don't need a heater right now. And this is the monitor where I can monitor the state of my batteries. And also I can see what my solar panels and my engine, if I drive, bring in terms of energy. And then if I use any of my appliances, it will also tell me how much power I'm using. So that way I can really keep track of my batteries and see what I'm using in terms of energy and electricity. So the electricity that I might need to access is underneath here. I built it underneath my kitchen cabinet so that it's tucked away, but still accessible if I need to get to it. I also installed an inverter, which basically works like a normal plug in a normal house. So my electrical system is based on 12 volts, but things like your laptop, phone, maybe a blender for in the kitchen, that runs on 220. So I have an inverter that transforms the power into 220 power. And that way I can just use all of the appliances that I have as I would at home. So this is my van tour. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, or if you want to read my blogs, you can go to my website, vivalavanlife.com. And also, if you feel inspired, then I hope that you will take this as an example of somebody who had no idea what she was doing when she bought a van and just watched YouTube and searched stuff on the internet. And you know, if you do that, then you can definitely build your own camper van. And also, if you want to know more about the appliances and the stuff I built into my van, you can go to the description box where I will put information about that. So that was it. Goodbye.